everybody. So I just finished doing a gig. I'm in makeup, so I figured let's shoot a YouTube video. So today I actually received a bunch of PR boxes and I picked up a bunch from my office the other day. So I want to do like a PR unboxing while we talk about things and drag. So I did this really cute cherries look today. It's like inspired by the Norvina mini cherry palette like covering. Then I realized Ellis Atlantis also did a look like this, similar, but like had like miniature cherries all over the face. So sorry Ellis, I wasn't trying to copy your look, I promise. But I was also really inspired by these really cute glasses. You guys saw the glasses in my last video, those like gold like cherub ones that are very like Hollywood Regency. These are from the same person, Pearls and Swine on Instagram, and they're super cute. I love them! They're so adorable. They go with my cherry earrings, my cherry face. Ugh. So the first box is from ColourPop. So this is from their Sunflower collection, so let's open it up. So cute. They have this like paper wrap that's like super weird. Have you guys seen this before? I don't know how to feel about it. It kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. So it's going to be all yellow, which I figured, being that it's like a sunflower one. There's so much paper! Okay. So I finally got the palette out of this paper. It's super cute. This is very like Pinterest, like summer vibes board, like 2017. Like the sunflowers with like the sepia filter and like the film grain over it. Here's the palette. It's really pretty actually. Like buttery yellows and like mustard colors. I feel like this is gonna be like a really good like wearable like everyday palette. I feel like I should try it for drag. Let me know what you think in the comments if I should try this for drag. I think it would be kind of a challenge because the colors are so like nude and that's not really usually what I go for. Okay, so they have two ultra glossy lips. So like a really pretty, this looks like a light, like a really, really light peach, and then like a darker peach color. But they're both like pretty shimmery. They look like they have like a gold fleck shimmer. This one looks more gold, and this one has like gold and silver shimmers in it. Trying to open these with gloves is stupid. Okay. It's not coming out. Okay, so there's some gel cream liners. These are actually pretty. I like their cream gel liners a lot. This one's just a basic brown one. They do wear pretty well, so I'm excited to try this. It's very cute because they have like the sunflowers on them, which I didn't expect. None of the other ones have like a design on them. So this is really cute. It's very like 70s vibes. So we have some Super Shock shadows. I do really like these because they're very like kind of wet feeling, like bouncy. This one's like a very, very yellow gold color. Like a dark marigold. And then there's like a lighter one. This one's called Flower Child. I feel like this would be a really pretty highlight too. I've definitely used a lot of their Super Shock shadows as highlights because they have that kind of like bouncy highlighter look. So this is their Glow Up Face Oil. I'm gonna see if it smells like anything. So it's like lightly citrusy. It smells like very clean. It doesn't seem like it has a lot of fragrance in it. Then the last thing is the Lemon Drop Oil. This is like, I guess, for the body. This is pretty. So I get this question a lot, like, even when I post other videos, like, people really want to know, like, how to get into, like, drag and stuff. And I've posted in my other video before, it's basically just, like, you just doing drag. And go into more detail with that. But also, like, I want to stress the point that, like, you shouldn't feel like you have to have everything right away. I see a lot of drag queens right now that don't come out and don't post any videos or don't post any pictures, don't come out with a drag, like, persona until they have, like, a drag name, until they have, like, custom-made outfits and custom hair and, like, their makeup is, like, to a really decent place. And I want to say, like, don't feel like you have to, like, work on your drag in secret and like spend all this money to get custom outfits and custom hair when you're not even booked anywhere. Like, I understand like doing it from home and like being able, obviously we're all doing it from home right now, but like if you're just like wanting to be a bedroom queen like forever, yeah, that's fine. But I still like would really urge you to like try and like post things even before you're like an expert at them. Because I feel like a lot of people are really robbing themselves of an experience of like, everybody starts off a little busted. They start off a little busted. I'll put pictures of me here. I was like the tea, like I was really feeling myself, but like obviously it's grown to like a different point now. But I feel like when you start off like polished from the beginning and you don't have like these things that you work on over time, you're robbing yourself of an experience of like having a community of people that like you grow with in drag. Like, don't feel the need to come out of the gate like guns a-blazing, like Drag Race ready, like tomorrow you're gonna be on season 13. Like, it's okay to start off not being good at something and allow yourself to get better at that thing in public with other people. Okay, so the next package that we got was from Good Molecules. So let's see what they have. A new glass jar with a cleansing gel. That's pretty fun. The space wash is vegan and soothes skin while removing impurities from the day. It's pH balanced and infused with rose water for a bright skin tone. This is also $12. They said that it reminds you that alternatives to plastic don't have to cost a lot either. So I'm getting scissors to like help me open stuff because my nails will not let me. Okay, so I'm currently using the CeraVe face wash, which is pretty gentle. Oh, this is pretty. I'm gonna see if it smells like anything. It doesn't seem like it is scented, which is pretty good. A lot of people are really sensitive to scents and fragrances in skincare, but I'm pretty excited to try this out. I'll let you guys know how that goes. Next, we got a package from Miss Tracy. It's in a little letter. Let's open it up. It's got a little sticker on there. I like reading the little notes that come in PR. I'm just going to cut this because otherwise I'm going to rip this up. Okay. It says, "Hey babe! There has never been a more opportune time to cover yourself in everything pink and sparkly, way ahead of you. It's the twinkly filter in real life. We will see about that." I'm really curious to try Model. I might even put it over what I have on now. Open it up. So this is a really pretty like 80s kind of color. Like, it gives me very like Malibu Barbie vibes. I'm gonna see, because this is more of like a topper lipstick, what it looks like in the center of my lips. So I do feel like it gave me like a really pretty like metallic sheen over the lip. What do you guys think? These are the sparkles in Baby Doll. Okay, so again, very like Malibu Barbie. It's a super fluorescent bright pink. So I know that a lot of people have a large understanding of drag through watching shows like Drag Race, Dragula, whatever online drag they might find. However, it's definitely not appropriate to go to a queen's page and be like, you look like the baby of this person and this person. So this is like something that I've had to deal with like my entire career. And people will be like, you look like Trixie and Kimchi like had a baby, or like this person combined with this person. It's like, I know that people usually have a really good heart and they're like trying to give you a compliment, but it's not a compliment at all. So for example, in my case, like comparing me to Trixie and Kimchi like isn't a compliment for me, although they're incredible drag artists. As somebody that has been doing drag just as long as both of them, so you never really know anybody's like drag history, so it's really inappropriate to go onto like somebody's Instagram and be like, you look like Cameron Michaels and Naomi Smalls, or you look like Vanessa Vanjie and like whoever, because it's like, you're not giving them a compliment. You're just making somebody feel insecure about their artistry, and you're making them angry because you really don't know, as a person that is going onto somebody's Instagram for the first time and seeing their photo, what their history is, what their longevity in drag is, like how hard they have worked to create their aesthetic, and for you to reduce it down to something that you've already seen before just because that's all you know is extremely inappropriate. I do recommend that if you want to give somebody a compliment, leave those types of compliments like at the door. Like, don't even say it at all. If you think they look pretty, just say they look pretty. If you like their lipstick, be like, I love your lipstick, you're so pretty. Like, don't be like, wow, you look just like Aquaria. I understand calling out people when they take like direct looks from somebody, or like they're actually like stealing somebody's entire look, like literally per everything. But just because you see like white eyeliner on somebody doesn't make them Trixie. It doesn't make them Bianca Del Rio. These are just things that exist. These are things that exist. Wearing like a pink lipstick does not belong to anybody. Having like a blue skin tone doesn't belong to anybody. Wearing a big blonde wig doesn't belong to anybody, except maybe Dolly Parton. She might have that one. You get what I'm saying here? If you want to give a compliment, give a nice compliment. So the next shop that we're going to be opening some stuff up from is the Glam Supply. So they reached out to me on Instagram and asked to send me a few products. Their stuff looked really good. So I said, yes, please. So they say, welcome to the Glam and Glow Beauties. So that's their hashtag, Glam and Glow Beauties. To remind you guys, this is a small business, so you'd be supporting a small business, which is always a good thing. So they did send me their brow kit. The brow kit was designed with everyone in mind. We understand that not every brush is for everyone, so why not have them all and choose what works for you? So I think that's a really cool idea. It looks like a small little shader brush, a really tiny angled brush, 2 square top brushes. And I've actually really been wanting brushes like this. I've never had a brush like this before. That's like this tiny stubby one. This is going to be like perfect for concealer and eyeshadow base. These look really good. The density is really nice. They're like nice. And they also sent this, which says this is an exclusive. So fancy. Oh, this is the cut crease kit. This is cruelty free, it says on the back. Okay, so we have 3 different brushes. Look how sharp that is. This is like very, very thin. So these are going to be really exciting to use. For a cut crease, I typically just use a concealer brush, and those are a little bit thicker. So I'm really excited to see how these perform. They seem extremely stiff already, which is like perfect for a cut crease. I also received some sponges. They have a little diamond on the inside. This is amazing. Thank you so much for sending all these sponges. Honestly, I go through sponges like crazy and I needed to get some new ones and was too lazy to order them, but now I have 3 new sponges. So I'll use them in my next tutorial, and all these brushes too, so you guys can see how well they work. So I have one final thing from the Glam Supply, and it's in this little velvet black bag. Oh, it's a pen. This is cute. This is actually amazing. I have a manifestation journal that I write in every night for manifesting my goals. And right now I'm just using like a regular pen, but I think I'm going to use this one because these are the goals, right? Big old diamond on pen. Before we open our last box, I have one final tip for you, and that's how to find stuff for drag. It's very easy to find a lot of stuff in retail stores or places like Dolls Kill or like regular retailers, but I do want to say, like, I totally like pushed you in the opposite direction of going to like off the rack places to buy your drag when you're first starting out. Thrifting clothes and like getting them from like different places, or even like drag exchanges online, which you can find on Facebook really easily. I also really recommend going to places like eBay. For like poofy dresses like this, I look up like different subcultures. So for something like this, I would look up like sissy dress and stuff like that. That'll give you like very like party, ruffly, silky kind of stuff. I've also looked up like square dancing dresses, and I've bought like square dancing stuff from people, like very cute, like fluffy, ruffly style, like square dancing outfits are really the tea. Like that's where they are. Like somebody's grandma in Nebraska is like making these with like Walmart fabric, and they look like so good, and they're like $30 online. So like I highly recommend trying eBay, looking for people that make homemade clothes and sell it on there, because you're basically getting like your couture. I do recommend keeping it pretty cheap when you do start out, just because you don't want to like get yourself in debt just to like do drag on the internet. Like for one of the years at DragCon, I wanted to do like a look that was like I had tears going all the way down from my eyes all the way down to my shoes. And what I did for that was I did buy a square dancing outfit, and I just stoned some tear-shaped felt pieces that I cut out and like glued that onto my outfit, on my tights, and all the way down to my shoes to get that look across. And that was like a very cost-effective look. I didn't spend a lot of money on that at all. It was super easy to make. You can also add bows, ribbons, lace, anything that you can sew on there, or even just use like fabric glue is really easy. Stoning pieces yourself to make them look like really beautiful and give them a little bit more personality. Gloves as well, adding gloves to an outfit, stoning them yourselves. I get all of mine from Makiko Girl. Makiko Girl has been making my gloves for very many years. At this point, I'm waiting on a new order, so I'm super excited for new gloves. But I take really, really good care of them. I've had these for a few years now. I even have like the first pair that Makiko Girl ever made me. I treat my gloves like jewelry, so I try to keep them like as long as possible. I do want to say too that my tip about not spending a lot of money on clothes also does transfer to makeup. I really do recommend buying like cheaper makeup when you're starting out. There's no reason that you need to be going to like MAC to like purchase a full set of like first time in drag makeup. There's no reason to spend a lot of money. I do have some discount codes for some of these shops down below, that way you can save a little bit of more money than usual, which would be great. Don't feel the pressure to go out and buy like $300 worth of drag makeup just to try it out for your first time. So the next brand that I'm going to open PR from is another really well priced small business. So this is HIPDOT. I'm doing this now while these still have not come out, so they're contraband. But by the time I post this, they will have already been released. So this is the new Light Rays palette. You can see right here, it's really, really beautiful, super floral, really pinky packaging, super cute. And these are like little tiny palettes. Oh, that's pretty. So these are all like super, super shimmery. They're meant to be shadow toppers. So that's really fun. Sheer wash with iridescent glow. Okay, so these are going to be like just sheer toppers. They're not going to be very pigmented is what I got from that, but they're very pretty. Next is this really pretty palette that's like mauve-y in the Mystic Mauves palette. It's kind of a witchy theme, which I'm really into. Oh, these are huge. Oh, they're pressed really pretty. Can you see that? So there's like little roses, and like one of them is the rabbit and like the moon and some flowers. So they all have really pretty like pressed shadows. So these are pretty big. They're like really huge shadows in comparison to like a lot of the normal small circular ones. And there's a really beautiful shimmer here, and then some mattes. I feel like I would actually wear this palette a lot. I do like wearing like burgundies and rosy tones on a daily basis, so this is going to be like a really, really, really pretty palette to play around with. I also feel like I could do drag really easily with this. It's giving me an idea for something witchy. And now we have the Witchy Warms palette. So this one, they're saying it. This is a witchy palette. So this is more like orangey. Like orangey, kind of like brown tones. And then some like rose gold coppery shades in the shimmers. I feel like I would use the mauves one more than this one, but I like it. Okay, so I've seen this palette online already. This is the Faced by Creme palette, which is a collaboration palette with a really awesome Instagram makeup artist, Creme. So let's see what they look like. I really like the packaging. It has like a snake skin with like a gold, like a little embossing. And this is from the Creator series. So I'm assuming they're doing like a collaboration with a bunch of creators. Hello, HIPDOT. Let me get in there. I really like this a lot. Super, super intense reds and oranges and like the gold glitter and the purples. And then I love a palette that has a cream color and a black color, or like a black color and a white color, because these are like essential to do a lot of different looks. This is a really beautiful palette. I'm really excited to try this one out. I'm really, really drawn to like this really, really bright orangey, like blood orange.
Blood orange is so pretentious. Shut up, it's red.
Now we have the palette that looks like the bigger version of that smaller flowery palette. This is called the Flower Burst. We're getting a lot of like orchid kind of colors. I like this like really, really bright pink right here. I also love this bright orchid. This is a really gorgeous palette. So that was it for the unboxing. I'm super excited to try out all of this makeup. I already tried on the Model lipstick. Model? I don't know. I'm super excited to try out all of this makeup. I know what you guys must be thinking. Wow, this is a lot of makeup. This is only like today. I get PR boxes very, very often. I have a lot of makeup, but I do end up giving a lot of it away just because obviously one face can only handle so much. And even though I do drag and I wear like pounds of makeup, there's no way that I'm going to go through like all 5 of these palettes. So I do like using a lot of them. I usually end up keeping whatever I use the most, and then the other stuff I save for like my sister or my friends, or pass it along. I've even like mailed stuff to friends before that do drag. Thank you so much for watching this video and watching this unboxing with me. Zoe's getting out of here. She said goodbye. Bye, Zoe. Thank you so much for sticking around, and stay for my next video. Also, please give me suggestions. What do you want to see? Let me know in the comments and I might film them for my next video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.